A newlywed butcher was among 21 persons killed by bandits in a recent attack in Madaka in Rafi local council of Niger State. The gunmen attacked the local market on Thursday afternoon, shooting sporadically when activities in the market were at their peak. Chenemi Bameyi reports.
Over 50 armed bandits struck the local market in Madaka community in Rafi local government council of Niger State. Local sources said no fewer than 21 persons were killed during the attack. The Niger State Commissioner for Homeland Security, Brigadier General Bello Mohammed, retired, has confirmed details of the attack. Out of the 8 persons rescued with bullet wounds, 1 died in the early hours of Friday. Sources from the community said bandits set ablaze 50 shops, including vehicles and motorcycles, in the 2 hours operation. This brutal attack is one of the deadliest around the region that has relatively been peaceful in recent times. Majority of the people killed were those who attempted to escape the onslaught, while several others were injured, including women and children. Unspecified number of villagers, mostly women, were abducted during the attack. It could be recalled that a similar bloody attack occurred in the community 3 years ago, leading to the killing of the then district head and a number of people. The Commissioner for Homeland Security said efforts have been made to further secure the area. Chenemi Bameyi, TVC News, Mina.
For more on the attack, TVC News reporter Chenemi Bameyi joins me on the news. Chenemi, one wonders how an attack of this magnitude that lasted 2 hours will take place without any interventions. I mean, what are you hearing from the residents of that community? Chenemi, could you kindly unmute your device?
All right. Can you hear me now?
Good yes, evening. Please.
All right. So Rafi local council, where the attack happened yesterday, is not new to bandits attacks, although it has been things have been calm for some time. If you could recall, like 3 years ago, where you had the Kagara school abduction, it was in the same local council where boys were abducted from the dormitories. And after then, it appears as though some sort of security strategies were put in place that curbed such kind of attacks. But this recent one shows that the bandits are still lurking around. Niger State is bordered with Kaduna State, Zamfara State, and Kebbi. And every time that maybe there are some level of operations going around this neighboring state, they usually move into Niger State, which could have been a reason. But the recent attack, from the things that we're hearing from the community, shows some form of disconnection between the security operatives, because just, I think, less than 2 weeks ago, the head of the vigilante group, according to the community members, was arrested. And just a week after then, and when he was arrested by the police, the vigilante operations stopped in the community. And just a week after, they had such deadly attack in which 21 persons were killed. These figures are the kind of figures that you hear when bandits attack communities like this. But what does this mean for the state as a whole? About last week, the president was in Niger State to flag off the agricultural initiative with about 300 tractors that the Niger State government has purchased for mechanized farming. And these communities are agrarian communities. So if security issues are not dealt with properly, it might be difficult for farming to go on. Remember, when they hit the peak of the dry season right now, which means that in the next couple of months, maybe in the next couple of weeks, we might start seeing the rains, which means that these people cannot go to farm. They'll be scared of going to the farm. So if this security problem is not taken care of properly, it might affect the agricultural initiative and the mechanized farming that the government is actually going into.
Indeed. And, with the huge investments that the governor is actually making in the aspect of agriculture, have we noticed as much attention to security? Because just as you have mentioned, they go hand in hand, and it's a critical ingredient towards achieving the governor's aim.
I think everybody needs to be on their toes right now, especially security operatives. They've been actually active in those regions, in Rafi, in Munya, and Shiro. All these local governments are within the same area, and like I said, the communities are largely agrarian. the security operatives must find how to synergize and collaborate. There are lots of speculations there and there that this attack might was the reprisal attack by the bandits, and like probably some security agencies had not worked properly with the other one. So I just think going forward, they need to work together to know that each security agents need the other, and they must find how to unify their works to share intelligence, which I think is going to go a long way in curbing such attacks. And I hope that the government is going to square in on providing adequate security. Now, apart from the mechanized farming that the government is trying to go into, the everyday local farmers, the smallholder farmers,
yes, Chanami,
they are safely. Yes, can you hear me? Yes.
Indeed, Chanami, we can go on and on, but then you have already hit the nail on the head. Thank you very much for that update. Please stay safe.